Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today. Got quite a few things to cover, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so we've got some changes that occurred today when I hit level 66. So let's go ahead and talk about what we got going on. First of all, Sun Moon Needle. Sun Moon Needle is ending today, so make sure that you use all of your little tattered pages in here. You'll notice an expiration on your bag. That is those tattered pages letting you know they expire. I've got one left. Two's as far as this, so that's just going to have to throw away there in terms of that. Now, second, and a nice note is the fact the Heaven Dew Festival has changed. For the longest time, it'd been, you'd be able to get the SS Zooge crossbow. Well, that's no longer an option now. You're going to be able to get Soul Beast Shards, which is excellent because the only way to get Soul Beast Shards previously was in the Soul Pagoda. Unfortunately, to actually access them inside the Spirit Shop, you have to pass through 100,000. 100,000 is not accessible to me at this time, simply because the chiefs in there are between 43 million and 100 million. That's well above my pay grade at this point for right now. I mean, it probably will eventually get there, but not anytime soon. So if I wanted to actually upgrade any of the S Soul Beasts that I have, I was going to have to complete that. So now we can get them inside of the Heaven Dew Festival. So you can get 40 a day if you run 100 normal mode. Simple piece of cake. Been doing it consistently every day because of the event. So just do that 3 days. We should have enough to get another Soul Beast. You need 2. I've already got 2. I've got Ice Woman and Heavenly Dragon. I've got the Dragon on Heavenly Dragon on Ren, Ice Woman on BB. I want to get one more S, but in reality, you only need the new content is pushing out to team requirements. I mean, Soda Arena, the Metal Shop, the new event, which we're going to go about over here in a second, concerning Spirit Tools. That also requires 2 teams. So you're going to have to start building 2 teams, which is good because I'm right now to the point where it's going to be another couple levels before I can advance my enhancements any farther. I'm starting to get into Gold 2 on my enhancements, and some of those are at the 70 level, so it's going to be it's going to be probably a week or 2 before I can really start advancing into those. So I'm going to need something to do. So I'm going to start focusing on Team 2 and building up Team 2 so that I can start having a little bit better showing in some of the other events. I really haven't had much problem, but you just need to work out 2 teams. So as long as you have 2, you should be okay. But I want to have, just because they are focused per team, it would be an individual. It'd just be better if I could have another S to go on. I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably move Ice Woman over to Tank Sand, and then one of the S1 I'll do for BB or something along that lines. Move I and then I want to keep the Horse on Rin simply because that I might change that too. I might go for something a little bit more on the tanky side. I've got her up to 4 now, so I'm just hoarding shards right now. I've got enough to bring him up, so I'll be bringing him up shortly. I'm going to have to dip into some shards that I'm actually going to use for my secondary team to create him, so I'm going to hold off on that. So for the secondary team, I've decided to go ahead and bring up Wrong, so because of the fact that I want to have a healer for the secondary team. So that's why I decided to go ahead and bring her in. So she's going to be the new entrance into there. I'm up to I'm getting up there pretty good at this point. I'm up to 22. So we'll just have to see which way it goes in terms of that. I think it'll be a good team. It'll be most likely what I've been doing on second team considerations is I've just been sticking IE in the first team. First team I usually go Tang, and then I'll go Die, and then I'll go Chin, and I'll go Healer. Second team I'll go BB, Ren. I usually go Dugu, and then we can have Wrong coming in for healer for that team. Support, I'll have Dugu coming off because of his poison. That's really his best trait, is the fact that his main weapon is the poison, so having him pop out and poison everybody is useful in terms of that. And then who packs a pretty good punch coming off of with her main skill too. So having her coming off as the second, I don't have a secondary support yet from that terms. So that's the current plan. I think that should be pretty functional at this time. I'll probably start bringing up Zoo next. But all of this depends on whether or not we get the Chin. If we get the SS Chin shards within the next week or two, so that's why I can't really sort of make a decision as to where we're going. I'm going to need to start, having building mats for 3 SSs is going to be exceedingly difficult, a long-term process because of how many shards it takes once they start getting up there. I can gather shards pretty quickly, going through all the shops and stuff, but it's still going to take some time. So that's where we're at that portion. So we're going to start focusing a little bit on the second team. So we do have a new event for the soul tools that you will get at 66. And that is under the Sea God Island. It's called the Saint Pillar Challenge. So this will enable you to get the tools. You can build the tools. They will give you one when you start the game. If you go under Divine Tool, they will give you the Star Divine Sword. Once you activate the actual level, get to the proper level. You want to make sure, reading up on them, to use duplicates. You're only allowed to equip 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do Star Divine. They said try to keep the faction as the same, so I'm using a Destruction. So I'll probably go with the Atlas Divine Spear in the time being until I can get, because once I get that one, then hopefully I'll be able to get some, more shards for the Sea God's Trident. Maybe they'll have an event where they're having that out sometime soon, or a way that we can get our hands on shards for this. And that's Destruction as well too. So that would be the wisest choice. They give you a Destruction for free. And apparently you get a big buff if you're using 2 of the same type. So basically you don't want to equip the Star Divine and then put an Ocean Cosmic on there. You'd want to do an Ocean Cosmic, and you'd want to do the Dancing Flute if you're going to use that. You want to combine the 2. So that's what, if I read it right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll go for the Divine Spear. That way, if I do get Sea God's Trident to be able to activate, I'll still be able to keep 2 Destruction. So that's the tentative plan for that. But I just got to this, so I haven't had really any chance to, start running through here and doing these. They got a whole shop for it, and you'll be able to get the shards. Okay. Right here is the one we're going to be going for. So this will be where I'll be spending most of my actual time. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's only 1 shard. That's pretty much useless. As the rewards, they're giving you this Blessed Armor shards for this. So this is we're going to have this pretty soon. The Blessed Armor shard. Unfortunately, it's not the Destruction type, so that's a little off. But this way, you want to have one of both, just in case you want to go for the Cosmic. You can do that way. That's what it works out to be. So we'll have to see. It's a nice little power buff, so anything that they're offering through that. But as you can see, we're going for two teams are becoming the common theme, which they should be at this time. I mean, you got Metal City, you got Soda Arena. And this new event inside of the St. Pillar Challenge, this is 2 teams as well. Okay. So you need 2 teams for this as well to compete. So I went ahead and I ran through the first level. Did the first, I think it was 7. Yeah, I think it was the first. That did the first 7. I really didn't have much for trouble doing it. You got to make 2 teams. So I'm just going to go ahead and start focusing on the second team, as that's becoming a common theme. But really, the only thing I think big coming up is going to be Treasure Pot. My assumption is this will probably be, it's a level 70, so it might be a 2 set. I don't know if it'll be a 2-team event or not. But that's where we're at. So we should see Wednesday, we should see something popping up. But when you do hit this level, like I say, Divine Tool will pop here. So they're going to move your mission to the desktop. Okay, so it's not here anymore. First thing you'll notice is Divine Tool pops in, and tasks go to the desktop. I'm not exactly sure why they didn't have it on the desktop to begin with. That would be the easiest place to put it. I was a little annoyed having to go in here and go down to missions to check every time I wanted to see what my status was on the missions. Now it's right here at the top. So that's nice. So it's on your desktop, making that pretty easy. So we got Zuzing's concert up. We've done this. They've kept bringing this up pretty much, every other week it seems like we get Zoo King's concert. I think they're alternating Wrong's a dessert thing event, which is what it is, and then Zoo King's concert. They alternate between the two. As for new events, new stats, I did open up. Taxan's nice little weapon here. So his avatar. So as you remember, BB's avatar was she sending out a mini little spider, which blew up, which I thought was pretty cool. He's got a pretty cool one too. So to control a large number of peacock plumes with arcane spell Asunder, dealing 5 counts of heavy damage to random enemy every 14 seconds, and it triggers Yama's poison effect, and that reduces movement speed and healing effect by 7% for 7 seconds, and this is stackable. So this is definitely something that you want to, look at, and something that you want to work to. It takes those shards, so just remember that, I believe it's 120 to actually, first to activate it, it's 120, and then you can see after that it's not too many. It becomes 80 shards. Okay, so I'm almost ready to be able to upgrade one. I probably won't at this time. I'll probably just go ahead and wait till I get to 120 and then activate the actual group and see what I do. I'm now up to 23 million, so that's an indication of just how powerful these things are. So I've got locked up on that. So that's pretty good. So that's the next main focal point will be to get this activated on the teams that I'm bringing up. I'm probably going to have to rearrange my do a little bit more research on my spirit, my hidden weapons, and actually make sure I've got them on the right people. They were good for what I was looking for to base, but I want to make sure that they're good based on fact that the fact that I want to make sure that I have all the good stuff on the top 4 team. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be combining the teams. I'll take 2 from the first team and put them into the second team, and then take 2. So that way I'll have 2 powerhouses on each team, combined with the Spirit Beast, which are fairly even. Ice Woman and Dragon Heavenly Horse over there, and for them. And then I've only got 1 Spirit, one of the Divine Tools, as they're called. So I need to get another one of those to have for the second. So right now I've just been putting the Divine Tool on the second team because my first team is a little bit stronger than the first team. Or the first team's a little bit stronger than the second team. So I've just been applying the Divine Tool on the second team. It gives me a message saying, you haven't, well, I can't, I don't have, you can only apply 2 of the Divine Tools. So that's where we're at. So so you guys just want to, if you're not quite up to 66, level 66, just start understanding that a lot of the new actual events and daily stuff that they're having for you to do is 2 team prevalent. So make sure you have 2 teams. So don't skimp on the secondary team. Okay, so make sure that you have, make sure that you're going to have 2 fairly decent teams, since they're going to be in combat. I mean, these are 2. When I say 2 teams, I mean 2 combat teams, not support type issues wherein a support character comes off the bench, does his weapon, and then that's it. This is different. This is actually 2 full team combat, like in Soda Arena, okay, Metal City, and now the Pillar Challenge. So, I've got there's another event that's still opened up, still hasn't opened up yet. This comes open, Treasure Pot comes open at 70. I'm not sure. This might be the same thing. We'll have to see. So stuff's going on. So start focusing on that, and look for it, because as you get up higher levels, it's going to be something that you're going to need. And that's a way to get good stuff. So you always want to participate and try to do a little bit of it each day. I'll be opening up a new support position at 80. So there's not going to be a lot of stuff going on. This opens up at 70. And I can't do, I've got pretty much all my main team and most of my secondary team up to Gold 1 in terms of enhancements. So you just keep plugging away at that. make sure you do 100 away to get the Heaven Dew Festival completions, and we'll see what event leads our way on Wednesday. We should have a new event coming out then. Hopefully, we'll have to see what it is. You know, once they're introducing a lot of SS equipment, so I'm assuming that once they get to that, they'll start having events where you can get some more of that stuff, because there's really not a lot of places you can actually purchase inside of the inside get shards for those things. There just doesn't seem to be much in terms of way of getting them, so they're going to have to have events where you can get multiple shards of it, and then there's basically over 2 or 3 events. Then you'll get the weapon as well by some, or you can purchase it. But the prices that they charge, I already said, are a little bit well above what I'm willing to pay in terms, because it's just not getting the bang for the buck from that standpoint. So we'll have to see. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm up to 23, and I'm moving along. And just remember to go ahead and finish up the Sun Moon Needle. Don't let those mats go to waste. You know, they'll be gone tomorrow. So we should get the update hopefully, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see if anything interesting comes up. We'll do a video on it. Okay. So just wanted to give you an update on that. Let everybody know what's going on. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. If you click on it, you'll be notified each time I drop a video. So remember to like and share the video, as it does help out the channel immensely. So we'll have another video tomorrow. I assume since they're going to be clearing out the Sun Moon Needle tonight, we should have something up tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. If so, I'll cover it. So the Skinner coming at you from the corner, signing out.